welcome back to... Welcome back to the Into the Void podcast, our second podcast,
Hey guys, welcome to the second.
See, it's hard.
Well, it's just like you have to think about it.
It's a new thing.
Yeah, welcome to the second Attack on Titan. This is post episode 8 of the show, and I would say this is almost the first official podcast.
Yeah.
That we are now titling Void versus Anime.
Void versus Anime. Look us up on Spotify.
Yeah.
If not, we'll put some links in the description for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure to check out our Instagram. Our Instagram has all of our links to everything.
Yep. And it's gonna be fun. The second episode of Attack on Titan, but next week I think we plan on just having our first just general kind of conversation.
Like I would almost like to call that one our first like official one, just because that one's gonna be the one that kind of ends up being, what it is almost.
Yeah, exactly. When Titan's over, we'll just continue with this thing whenever Titan is over. Hopefully not soon. But yeah, welcome back. Thanks for dropping by. We're going to talk about some stuff, man.
Yeah.
We're all reeling still. We got the potato out here. We're still reeling and dealing with the loss of Sunday. We're 2 days in. How you feeling?
I had a bad day yesterday.
Was it due to the episode?
The day after, you know what? Subconsciously, I think it was.
Maybe.
Indirectly, I think it was just on my mind, and everything else just seemed like a bummer.
I agree. It's a sad time. And like watching the comments roll in too, and just people be equally as sad.
Yeah.
It was a harsh time, dude. Andrew, you knew that was coming for a while.
Yeah.
I'll give you props, dude. You knew how much we like Sasha, and you never gave it away to us.
Yeah.
Well, I think someone...
I'll give you props to that.
I don't know who it was, but someone had mentioned, maybe in the comments, that, like, early on when we first started, like, we were in, like, season 2 of Attack on Titan. Someone had mentioned that Isayama?
Mm-hmm.
Is that how you say it?
Isayama?
Yeah.
Isayama, yeah.
He kills off Sasha, like, season 2.
Or he wanted to. He wanted to.
But he rewrote it or something.
Yeah.
His somebody had said that was the initial plan, but the editor was so devastated about it that he ended up changing it.
Yeah. So like I don't know how I knew about that, but I knew about that, and then I forgot about it, and then when we got all the comments from this last Sunday, everyone was just saying like, yeah, it sucks, but
it was almost like
we
she
got
prolonged.
more time.
Yeah, she was on borrowed time.
She was on
seriously.
borrowed time. Makes me wonder. I wonder if she was supposed to die then when she went back to her village. If that was the initial plan.
Oh, that's true.
Was that season 2?
Yeah.
Was that 2? I thought that was 3.
That was 2.
Oh.
Yeah, beginning of 2. Yeah. Yeah, I wonder what the original plan for her was.
Yeah. So after the episodes, we usually will kind of just let everything just sink in, and then we will write down, like, go in our notes and just jot down like questions or theories or something. And that's like honestly how I came to not the realization, but I came to theorize about Sasha and how she's gonna die from Gabby, was just like throughout the week just writing down notes and just kind of piecing everything together. And some people thought that I had read the manga, and I didn't. I just spiral a lot.
Yeah.
I kind of just figured it out on my own. But all three of us, well, not so much Andrew, but me and Joey definitely write down like questions.
Yeah.
And talking points throughout the week or throughout the days that we have in between the episodes.
Yeah. Yeah, Andrew likes taking the we talked about it. He's not much of a... It's not that you don't like to theorize. It's just like you kind of like seeing the story play out in front of you.
Yeah, because especially like I feel like now, like once you read the manga, it's harder to theorize for one.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Not to mention, like, I try not to write a lot of stuff down going into like these discussions, just because I don't want to tiptoe around something
Yeah.
and indirectly, like, reveal it.
Yeah.
Gotcha. That makes sense.
Like, I try to bring up, we've talked about it before, I try to bring up points. Like, if you're pulling on a string, I will make sure that you go into every detail. Because if that is close, then you're going to be like, okay, no, okay, maybe I'm just thinking too much into it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Damn.
You just let the spiral
Exactly.
start.
Yeah.
And then probably just too. I'm
like I let you guys like get the like sprint, and then you'll be like, actually, maybe I should just slow down a little bit.
Yeah. That's how I was feeling with Zeke before we got the
Just
confirmation.
watch us burn out on that process.
Yeah. So back to Sasha though. I think we could all agree. At least I gotta say she had a good death, at least in the vein of like not being torn apart by a Titan.
Yeah, she didn't have a very well. I mean, it was sad, but it wasn't as gruesome as most Attack on Titan.
Yeah, she didn't get pulled apart, eaten.
Yeah.
Somebody brought up a really good comment, and I wish I could remember what it was, but it was like she almost dies, like we said in that village. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She almost dies saving a child, but then she gets killed by a child.
Yeah,
later, you know what I mean?
It's a cruel world, man. Like, in any other time, that little girl could have... Like, I feel like Sasha and Gabby could have really got along, in a sense. Like, had they not been mortal... Like, not mortal enemies, but, not been on the opposite ends. I feel like they kind of, like... They could have really bonded. I don't know, maybe I just see, like, Gabby kind of has the same hairish color or something like that. I feel like she could have really, like, took it on with her.
I feel like I see what you're...
because
at, though.
if she was to get close, if she was to get close with somebody on that side, Mikasa's a little too stern. I feel like Sasha is the one.
She's the big sister type.
Yeah,
Mikasa not so much. Well, she is, but in a different way.
Yeah, I'd seen a post on Instagram, and it was a post of Sasha, like just surrounded by food, going crazy.
Damn.
And then that scene that we get of Gabby surrounded by food at the festival.
Yeah.
And it's like,
man.
Damn.
Yeah.
Man, a different timeline, a different timeline. They get to be together. I guess that's kind of what I wanted to go into though. Is Gabby with that whole thing? I do feel like I did see like the majority of comments have been like really sad about it, really feeling it. There was one comment that I got a little triggered on. Man, I was like, "How dare you?"
Mm-hmm.
He just said Sasha was a side character. Y'all chill.
See,
and I was like, come on, dude.
That triggered you?
It triggered me because... Okay, well, Andrew, go first. I'll explain why.
I agree with the comment.
Yeah.
But on the backhand of it, sometimes people get bent out of shape when we don't feel things for certain characters.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
For sure.
And then at the same time, when we start to feel for these people, they immediately go, hey man, chill. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's almost like, okay, she was a side character. Yes, not a main character. But you can still like side characters, like that's the whole reason of watching a lot of anime.
Oh yeah, like look at first season with us when we were, like when Aaron gets his first initial like Aaron guard.
Yes.
And all of us are like, oh damn, dude, like there goes the homie, like dude who bites his tongue all the time. You're like, no, dude, like he's out.
Yeah.
And then we were talking at the end of the episode because sometimes we have like post episode talks that aren't on video.
Yeah.
Where like we tend to joke around maybe a little more and kind of like try to de-stress from the episode if anything. And I think Joey and Ash had brought it up, like kind of all the people we've lost along the way. Like when we were talking about, like at the beginning of season 3 when we get introduced to, it's not the first episode, but when we first get introduced to Zeke.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And our dude, the sniffer, gets taken out.
Mike.
And you're just like, damn, dude, like, that was such an awesome character. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and you only had a little bit with him.
Exactly.
But it was like, I really liked him, and that death kind of caught us off guard. We were pretty, like, sad from that.
Petra?
Yeah, yeah.
Petra's hardly there, and I love her.
That hit hard.
Yeah. But even if she is a side character, I think this death is, like, will have a ripple effect going forward. I don't think it's just like, oh, side character's dead, it's over. Mm-hmm. I feel like Gabby's going to learn from this. There will be like a sense of, I think we were talking about it, like, I think she's going to learn about, maybe like when Reiner was at the dinner table talking about the potato thing.
Yeah.
She's going to realize like who it is she killed.
Yeah.
And she's going back to Paradise, so I feel like she's going to get the same thing that Reiner got.
Well, is she going back to Paradise, or are they going to just throw her out?
Well...
Oh, remember? Yeah, they did say, like, chuck her.
Chuck her. But
chuck her out.
Jean really doesn't want to. He's trying to turn that violence around.
Yeah, that's true, because when they're like, we can just chuck him out. And he's like, but will that end the killing?
Yeah. Yeah, no, I think they're going to go back, and I feel like she's going to get a taste of what Reiner saw. What Aaron saw when he went to Marley.
Yeah, man.
That these people are just people, just like her. They're not demons.
People are people.
And, yeah. People.
I don't know the rest of that song.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Is that a song?
Yeah, it's like, people love, people love.
Oh, is that the song? Okay, yeah.
Exactly.
but I feel like it's going to be a bigger ripple in this whole story. I feel like
yeah.
Gabby's going to have a big growth from that. Because that's her first death, too, right? Like, first kill.
Yeah? Oh, well, no, technically not. Remember, she did the grenades at all those people.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
I forgot. Yeah.
Yeah, she's killed multiple people.
She might actually see the sorrow that she brings upon, this death that she's done.
Yeah, or just see, like, I don't know, I feel like a different perspective can really change a person. Mm-hmm. Like she could see, like she said in this last episode, she said, "Did you see it? Because I didn't," or something like that.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, now she could see the people that it affected.
Yeah.
If she does I don't know if she's going to Paradise, but
yeah,
if she does, she'll get that different perspective, that same perspective that Reiner got, that won him over, that kind of like split his personalities. Like, who do I like? I love both these people.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard to thinking about Reiner, because you're like, okay, you have to think of how like the aftermath of what happened in Marley like goes through everybody. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Of course, the people that aren't connected to what happened, like, Gilliard and Peak, who haven't been in Paradise and seen kind of like what they're like.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Thinking from Reiner's perspective, he knows, or he doesn't know yet, that they're there, especially with Zeke. I feel like can be somewhat at ease because he knows what it was. It wasn't as bad as everybody thinks it is.
Yeah.
So if he's like, okay, if they were taken, then they're probably in good hands.
Yeah.
That's
you know
very
what I mean?
true. Yeah. They're not necessarily the type to torture, especially kids.
Yeah.
Besides Zachary with his shit machine, like,
yeah,
I don't think we've seen much. We haven't seen much torture outside of.
But like Zachary, I would argue like he tortured somebody that needed to be tortured.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
By the way, side note, the other day, I think it was 2 Attack on Titans ago. I think it was like episode 7. We were talking about the Airbnb and like the surprise theme. I was thinking, dude, Zachary's shit chair.
Zachary's torture room.
Yeah.
That would be and have that chair right in the corner.
Yeah.
That'd be such a hard get in. Like, you need another person to help you get in there because you're like,
oh no,
yeah.
But going back to what you're saying, yeah,
I think that death's gonna cause ripples, man. That's
yeah, for sure. And like I know we've got a list of things that we want to go over, and I don't know if I'm bouncing or not, but like
it's a rough draft.
Gabby, the parallels between Gabby and Aaron are like kind of overwhelming. They almost seem like the same person, especially like the Aaron right after the Colossal Titan, the very first, or for them, the very first attack on the wall.
Right after Mama gets...
Yeah, when his mom gets killed.
Very much, yeah.
By the ex. By the ex-wife.
By the ex, yeah.
But she had the same kind of reaction. Like, I'm gonna kill them all type thing. And Aaron, it was like the same thing, the same like everything, just the same way of speaking. They yell, they cry, they rant, and they want revenge.
It's dead on.
And they don't see the other, like, they can't see the other side because they don't know the other side.
Yeah. Yeah, and at that point, Aaron had no idea about... At that point, Aaron was just like a blind hatred towards the Titan and Gabby. It's so weird that, I don't know, as the story goes on, it is like, Titans are such a less, like, relevant parts of the story. It's human versus human now, like, only.
Yeah.
But her biggest threat is like, other humans just like her. It is weird. It's a weird parallel they have.
I think that's the coolest part, or one of the coolest parts about this season, is the human aspect to it. It's not just Titans anymore. It's like the people behind the Titans.
Yeah. I think that's a plus that Attack on Titan does. I think we've talked about it before, like, some of my favorite episodes, I think some of all of our favorite episodes are some of the, like, least action-packed ones, I guess it would be. It's more of just the, like, personal, like, inside somebody's head type episodes. Because we do like the hype episodes, but I feel like other people always recognize, too, that we're, like, really get into, like, either the emotional episodes or the least, like...
Yeah, and you have people who are willing to be like, okay, you can really tell they're paying attention. But then we also get, like, comments sprinkled in, and it's more in our past videos now that I think than our current ones that are just like, this is very boring. You know, they're not reacting enough.
Yeah.
But it's like, you know, would you rather have us... And we even actually got comments like that at the beginning where it was just like, you're talking too much. Pay attention more.
Yeah.
And then now that we're like kind of more vested in everything.
Yeah, you're deeper in the story.
You know, people are like, oh, you know, you're not talking enough. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I just don't think that's our style. Our style is not to be overly loud. We're not ever gonna, like, we really can't overreact. Like, you get hyped up sometimes during some action scenes.
Yeah. But generally,
genuine, you know?
I'm really not a very loud person.
Yeah.
Like, I was filming some manga read-throughs for the Patreon the other day, and I realized just how quiet I talk. I have to have the mic, like, so close to my face. It's, like, almost like ASMR.
Yeah.
You have to turn my volume up whenever I talk. Like, whenever we do...
We have to turn that mic up a little bit more.
Because I just, you know, I get hyped sometimes, but, like, that's just not who we are.
Yeah.
We're not very, like... We're not gonna react for the sake of reacting. You know what I mean? Like, we're not gonna, like, put on a show. It's, like, genuine. Like, we're all pretty genuine people.
And a lot of people like that, though. They're like, damn, this is, like, a chill-ass reaction, like, channel where I feel like I'm just watching it with some homies, you know?
Yeah, like, we're, like, the friends that, like, invite you over. Just, like, bring some snack. Bring some food. Bring some snacks, and, like, let's watch this.
Yeah.
We're not the friends that are, like... that you kind of wish would shut up,
like
in the theater.
Exactly. They'll talk to the whole movie like, damn, bro, you see that?
Yeah, see, like, that would make me so mad if you guys were just trying to talk during, like, this shit. Like, if you were just like, oh, look at Brandon right there, like, explaining every scene, I'd be like, no, let's just watch it. Chill. Yeah. What were we just talking about? Forgot.
Yeah. You know what? Why don't we jump into something that I think that's been also pretty heavy in the comments.
Whoa.
Is especially during the early half of these last 4 episodes, with, you know, Aaron finally getting his appearance, his transformation.
Damn, my boy, Hobo Aaron.
Like, I think a lot of people mistook our excitement to see Aaron as, like, not caring for, like, these people and things like that. But like you had said in a previous video, you know what I mean? Like, this is been how long since we've seen, you know, any of these characters, honestly.
Yeah.
And, you know, there were people in the spoilers, or in the comments spoiling, you know, like, did you see Aaron there? Did you see Aaron there? You know what I mean?
Oh my god.
But, like, this is the first time we, like, see Aaron.
Like, Titan form, fully going for it.
Fully sending it
through those buildings.
Yeah.
I mean, at this point, like I said, yeah. There's always going to be those people that are just like, why are you cheering for these innocent people dying?
Yeah, and there was a lot of those.
Yeah, it's going to happen. But, like, it's not so much a cheer that I'm happy that people are dying. It's a cheer that your character, like, your favorite characters are coming back.
Like, nobody thinks about, like, the antagonist in an anime, and they're just like, damn, he's having so many injuries. He's getting messed up right now. You know what I mean?
And at this point, I'm desensitized to it because we are watching Attack on Titan, and, like, we've seen losses from both sides, and, like,
you know, there's
gonna be deaths. Yeah, like, no matter what, I'm still gonna have these favorite characters, no matter who they kill. Honestly, at this point, no matter who they kill, I'm still probably gonna like them. That's the shitty part.
Yeah.
Aaron could probably go kill like 10 more people, and I still like him as of now. But
I mean, I'm just happy to be involved. I've said that like multiple times, but like a few episodes ago, I was like, I could feel myself like hating Gabby a little bit more. And like, I get it. I get why people were upset. We're not going to tell you you're wrong for liking a specific character and, you know.
It has been a war in those comments over
Yes.
like between people. I just want everybody to stay happy, stay positive towards each other. We're all watching the same anime.
Yeah.
We're all like trying to enjoy this last season.
Yeah.
Because people have been going at each other sometimes, man.
Yeah, I mean, people will be so mean in comment. Not to us, like, specifically, but just in general.
Yeah,
people are just mean to each other in the comments. And it's like, and it's not just our videos. It's like other people's videos on Attack on Titan and stuff. And it's like, you know, we all have that, like, that love for anime. And there are passionate people. You know, we're all passionate about this. That's why we're crying like idiots on the internet. Like, it's not that, like, I don't know, man. It's just, it's hard to explain. We're all invested. And, you know, I was telling Joey the other day, like, it's when we were growing up, when we were, you know, first just introduced to anime, even if we didn't watch it yet, when we were first introduced to it, I may be aging us right now, but, like, we didn't have the internet.
Oh no! Yeah.
The internet wasn't a thing when anime was first, like, shown to us. So we didn't have that, like, community, and we didn't have that way of talking to people. And back then, it was kind of like you were kind of seen as, like, nerdy, but not in a good way, like how it is now.
It would be like, you know, it was always just your one group that was like, hey man, are you watching the show that's going on right now? And they'd be like, what is that? You know what I mean? And you'd be like, oh, never mind.
Yeah, it was like kind of like you didn't tell everyone. Well, some people did, some people didn't. But it's like, how lucky are we to have, like, a community to like talk to about? And so, like, that's why, like, if anything, I kind of get bummed out when I see the comments with people, like, at each other. And I get, like, you know, I get the divisiveness. Like, I get it. I understand it. But it's like, we're so lucky to have this. Like, we didn't have this before. And so, like, I get it that we're all passionate, but it's just like, I just don't get. And people in the comments, like, Attack on Titan fans will attest to the fact that Attack on Titan, like, the community is toxic.
So, at certain points. Yeah.
And it's like
the people going for Mappa's heads on certain animation thing, and that's just crazy.
Like, it's just like, we're so lucky to have this, like, platform to, like, share our thoughts and opinions with each other. Like, you know, I know not everyone's gonna get along, and I'm not saying that at all, but it's just like, it's just so wild to me. Like, that's, it bums me out, you know? Like, all three of us are really respectful. So when we say we don't like someone, we're not saying that you shouldn't like them. Yeah. We're not saying that at all.
Yeah. Just have a good time, man. You know?
Yeah, we're just having a good time, man. That's
Be nice to each other in the comments.
At the end of the day, we all turn the TV off and we all go back to our lives, you know? Like, what type of person do you want to be? Yeah. Like, when you turn your app off.
Yeah, you know? Especially when 10 years from now, when Titan is over, you know, are you gonna still be, like, waving that flag? You know what I mean? Like, Gabby gang!
But I do like, you know, the fact that all three of us, I can pretty confidently say we're not fans of Gabby.
She's not my favorite right now.
But I like that people can say in the comments, like, I love Gabby. Yeah. Gabby's my favorite.
Yeah.
Because it's like,
it gives me faith
I feel like they get it. The people who are saying, like, I love Gabby. Like, they get it. Like, this is my opinion. Yeah. Okay, that's your opinion. That's cool. I love Gabby. You know?
Yeah, and we were talking earlier this week after the last episode. There's a lot of misconceptions when people don't get the whole story. Yeah. And I think that goes even into, you know, this show. Is that, you know, all these people that love Gabby, there has to be a reason.
Oh, yeah.
So, you know, you know, the people that aren't manga readers, let them, you know, learn those reasons to like her.
For themselves.
Yes, exactly.
I agree. It went both ways, because immediately when we met Gabby, people were like, just wait till they know what she does.
Yeah, exactly.
And now it's like people, it's such a hard thing to read, like, the comments like that, because you do almost get this preconceived notion. Yeah. But you really have to just, like, keep trust me, I could really keep my own opinions about it. Even after she shot my girl, I'm still kind of like, that speech she did on the ground, like she told me about, I kind of get her. I kind of get it.
Yeah.
You know? I don't
and
hate her the
it
most.
kind of like emphasizes the fact that she's a kid.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I didn't see it.
Yeah.
Neither did you type thing. So it's like, that's a very, like, kid.
Yeah.
See, and going with that too, I feel like, and you had, I forgot which one of you that had brought up, you know, her kind of similarities to Aaron.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
The major difference I would say is that, like, Aaron, we see his growth in almost a whole season.
Yeah.
To where, like, Gabby's kind of introduction and her dealing with everything and all of that, we've only seen in 4 episodes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, legit, first episode of Titan, his mom dies, and,
Yeah.
like, it starts the story
It
there,
starts
you
it,
know what I
yeah.
mean? And this is the 8th episode, and we're finally, like, kind of getting her breaking point.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, she only gets 1 season to impress us, you know? At the end of the day, she only gets these
Yeah.
20 or so episodes whenever the season's
Hopefully,
all...
yeah.
Hopefully. To
Speaking
make
of...
it a thing, yeah.
Sorry. Speaking of characters that we're not too fond of,
Mm.
how we feeling about Flock? Still thumbs down?
So this is it. Yeah, I had him written down on there, so... Flock, okay, he's interesting, man. I feel like Flock's really about this shit right now, dude. What?
Nothing, dude.
I feel like Flock is really about this shit right now. That's all I gotta say. I don't know if it's a good thing. I don't know if it's a bad thing. I still don't like him for what he said to my boy Armin. But, dude, he's like, okay, this is what I thought was cool though. The squad right now is in such like, I feel like a crisis because I feel like half of the squad with Flock was kind of like, yeah, man, we only got 6 casualties. Hell yeah, we did it.
Yeah.
And then Jean over here and like Mikasa and Armin are kind of just like Levi.
The veterans,
the vets
essentially,
are just like, dude, like what is this? You know, like so many people, so many like innocent people had to die for this right now.
Yeah.
So, man, that's not good. That's not good to have your like internal squad at such a divide.
It's so on brand for Flock to be like that too, because at the coronation for Historia, he said something that it was kind of like read the room, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it's like the same thing now. It's like, dude, read the room.
Read the room.
But I will say this. The new haircut made him a lot less annoying to me. And I'm warming up to Flock.
Damn.
I think it's
A
just
little bit.
if you could side with Aaron for going on this reckless mission right now, then I think you're more on Flock's side. If you see more what like Levi is saying with like, and Mikasa saying like, what are you doing? Like this could have been a disaster. Then
Yeah.
you're kind of still against Flock. But I think he's a little better.
I think he's a little better. I don't. What side would you guys be on? Like, I don't think I have a side. I'm not gonna pick a side because it's like, we see both
I see both sides hard. Yeah, I do.
Like, if you would have asked me, like, in the first, like, 3 seasons, I would have said, for sure, Paradise. Like, I would have said all them, but it's like, now we see the human side of the Eldians and the Marlians.
Yeah,
and
who's
stuff.
even right? Is Jean right about the situation, or is Aaron right about the situation?
No one's right and no one's wrong.
Yeah.
It's messed up.
Like, Parody was they were about to send troops out to go attack. Or, Marley was about to go send troops out to attack. Regardless. So Aaron did kind of jump the gun. So in that sense, he's kind of right, because they were about to... I don't know. It's a tough situation, man.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You're damned if you do, damned if you don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Flock, at least he has a stance, I guess. At least he's really about it.
Yeah.
He looks a little more confident, a little more... I don't know. Aaron's really speaking the truth to him, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
There's something that's been thrown out in the comments, and I don't want to go deeper into it.
Okay.
And that's all I'll say. and that's it.
And that's it.
Yeah, like it's spoilery to a point because it hasn't been said in the like it's been said in the manga, but it hasn't been said in the
Like the
anime. And Ash actually replied to one of the comments about it. It's being a Jaegerist.
Yeah, I think we did see comments like that. I just thought it was people like totally on a Jaeger side, like you know, like that's all I imagined it to be.
I don't think that must have been you, because I don't think
Maybe
it was like a Jaegerist thing. I don't know.
Because the comment was, or the reply was like, not necessarily.
Oh, maybe. I can go. You know what? I think I was half asleep when I...
Because, like, all of us have a style when we write.
Yeah.
And I feel like Ash and I being the people that go through the comments the most.
Yeah.
Like, we notice each other's styles. So I was like, oh, Ash replied to this one. You know what I mean?
Yeah, mine's always super...
I feel like Joey always uses emojis.
Yeah, mine's super with emojis, and it's, like, super spunky, usually, like, happy, like... It's usually just telling someone things or something like that, or really agreeing with them.
Well, not the one you were telling us about earlier. Know?
Which one?
The one that triggered you.
Oh, saying Sasha's a side character. Well, yeah, I didn't even reply to that. I just let that be.
I think you gave it a thumbs down, actually.
Yeah, I think, that's... Get out of here with that.
Yeah, man. I was pretty burnt, because we had our pinned comment that was like a potato with a heart.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody in the comments thread was like, potato heart, potato heart, potato heart. And then somebody was like, she should have dodged it.
I did say that, dude.
And I was like, no!
What's wrong with you, man? Just let me have this.
I mean, you could say the same about, Tupac.
Hey, Tupac was... Tupac was like 6 shots, though. Like, we had to Matrix that.
Hey, some say he's still alive. We just talked about this.
Shout out to Cuba Man.
Cuba Man.
Cuba Man.
Oh no, like he's in Cuba.
Cuba apostrophe man. Shout out to Cuba Man. It's like a superhero.
Cuba Man's out there like, I see you, sir.
All right. Speaking of the Jaegers, dude.
Cuba Man comments on this. Thanks for the shout out.
Let's talk about the bros, dude. The bras, the brothers. They're together.
Brothers.
Aaron and Zeke.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant Galliard.
Oh no.
I thought you meant
no.
like in heaven. That was like.
No, forget that fool.
He's not dead yet, is he?
Not yet. Aaron.
Other brothers, the other ones.
First, Aaron. Aaron, is he actually distraught by Sasha's death? Yeah. It
I
actually
think
broke
so.
him? Yeah,
I think so. He just, he's so overwhelmed that some people. I do that.
Yeah.
I crazy laugh, cry sometimes.
It's just like when Hans died. Hans died.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's out there and he's just like laughing. He's
I'm
hysterically
useless.
laughing. Yeah.
It's not like a hilarious, funny laugh. It's like I'm losing my shit right now, and I'm overwhelmed with grief, and this is how my body is reacting to it. It's not so much as like. Fool's dead.
Especially how cold he's been.
Should have saved my mom.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, like I feel like that laugh is always like I guess it can't get any worse. You know what I mean? Like
it's like a
I have these powers and I still can't save my friends.
Yeah.
That's sad, dude. Because he's been emotionless this whole season, and seeing Sasha break him like that was actually pretty crazy. I guess he's not completely gone yet. Our boy Aaron is still kinda there.
Yeah. So this last episode, we got confirmation that Zeke was in on this plan.
Yes.
But where does Gabby go forward in her thinking and her train of thought?
Yeah.
After she sees, her
like idol in a sense of war.
Like a person that she looks up to. Like where does she go from here?
Yeah, because especially when like she's like what'd she say? She's like, you guys killed War Chief Zeke.
Yeah.
What are you gonna you're gonna pay, and
you're gonna pay his
they give her in there and she's like, what?
Yeah, they're like, why don't you tell him yourself?
Yeah.
And he's just chilling there. Yeah. I mean, I think that's just gonna continue to push her evolution as a character too. Obviously, if her idol is up there trying to work together with them, it's going to change her opinion. And then she's going to paradise. She's going to see these kids playing out. Well, I don't know if kids are playing, but she's going to see
You said that so joyfully. She's going to paradise.
She's going to see these other kids enjoying their lives. She's going to be like, dang, not everybody's so bad. Somebody's going to treat her good out there probably, and she's going to be like, dang.
There's there's walls separating the classes in society, but it's not like a
well, remember, it's different
ghetto.
Now. It's different now.
Is
now,
it?
Like, because of everything that happened in, it's not necessarily the same as we left it. Because
Are these manga spoilers?
No. But remember, like, she's now the ruler. Like, Historia is now the ruler.
Oh, that's... Yeah.
And they were already working to change everything. Like, with the whole thing with the newspaper.
Yeah, that's true.
And all of that stuff, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, the military police kind of is probably going to have a reform.
I was saying more so, like, there's no ghettos.
Oh.
You know, like how, like, the Eldians are, like, you know.
Yeah.
I think...
besides the slums underneath, I guess, the underneath
Oh,
world,
yeah,
but
very true.
that's about
very
it, though.
true.
I mean,
remember, that was also because of...
I feel like we're gradually getting louder
Oh,
as we go forward on this.
to get more comfortable.
The problems with the class system and the problems with, like, poverty and things like that, with food shortages, a lot of that was attributed to the Titans. Because they couldn't go out and hunt freely. We got that with Sasha, remember?
Yeah, now they're free. I mean, freer than they ever were. Things have to be going kind of okay over there, actually.
Who's back? Who's back? No one's back there. I mean, Historia,
Pixis,
Zachary, Pixis.
Oh, I meant up the scouts. Ship Machine Zach.
Ship Machine Zach.
Yeah.
That's about it. Yeah, I mean, they're holding it down.
Torturing all the prisoners of war.
Yeah. Zeke boy. So they're working together. What's their plan? You know, what's the thing?
You know what? I've thought about it and thought about it and thought about it. I can't think of anything other than, like,
just destroy Marley?
Well, I mean, I don't know, man. I want to say, like, you know, there was comments that kind of, like, made me spiral even more, because my train of thought was, like, power to the people. The Eldians taking back their power, like, it's not, you know, 1,000 years, or no, I'm getting the animes mixed up. I'm getting Promise Neverland mixed up. It's not like, you know, the olden days where, you know, the Eldians were devils or whatever when they sent them off. It's like, I don't know, man. I don't know.
Yeah, no,
I got into it. I didn't get into it, but I got into a conversation with someone in the comments, and they were like, they basically had the same train of thought as I did. Like, wouldn't you want the oppressed to, like, fight back? And then some other person was like, Eldians control Marley, and I'm like, that kind of, like, and then the comment got deleted, but the person deleted it, and I was like, wait 1 second, what is going on here?
Maybe they had a mistype, you know? Marlians control it. I don't know who controls what, man, honestly, at this point. All I know is that...
Yeah, I'm just here, you know?
I think Zeke wants to... I don't know. They just want freedom, you know? I feel like they just want freedom. I don't know if Aaron and him have the exact same ideals.
Maybe they just want to crush the establishment, man.
There has to be more twist to this still, I feel like, because it can't just be as simple as Aaron and Zeke being like,
ooh,
we're teaming up. I think,
you think there's going to be a double cross?
I kind of feel like maybe they each have their own thing still.
Agenda?
Like, they still have their own agenda, but they're pushing kind of together with each other.
Oh, like neither side is sharing all of the information.
Yeah.
Because where I feel like...
see that.
Because they keep talking about this thing called the Rumbling. They brought it up like 4 times now, which is the Colossal Titans being unleashed, you know? I don't know if that's what Zeke wants, because it sounds like that would destroy the world, in a sense, type of thing. You know, I don't know if Zeke just wants to chill with Eldians being free or what. But I think Aaron has that power, though, being like having the Founding Titan and shit. I just don't really know.
Man, he has the Founding Titan.
Well, remember what Zeke said?
That's crazy.
He said, you have the founder, and now you have somebody with royal blood.
So they could kind of like, they could do that together. Maybe Aaron will trap him in some sort of like agreement to where he's going to have to do some shit he really doesn't want to do. Tie him to his back and then...
I will give you your own gold.
Yeah. I just don't know. I don't think it's going to be as straightforward, because then I think they would just accomplish their goal too fast. I think there has to be another added on thing to this. I think we are going to see those Colossal Titans coming out. We've just had it too many times, like, thrown in front of our faces.
Yeah, like, even, you know, I was kind of upset that we didn't get answers from that season. You know, when we saw the face in the wall, I was kind of like, what the heck? Like, how are they not going to elaborate on that? But I guess now we know.
We'll see
what's really happening. But so they're like alive in there.
It's like,
or are they not?
I feel like they could just be activated, maybe. You know, they're like
dormant.
Yeah, maybe just mindless, and then if Aaron gets gets his ultimate power or some
He
shit.
starts
He's just
yelling.
Yeah. He could do the Zeke and just yell and they come alive.
Everybody do the Zeke.
Yeah, who knows?
Just, you're in the club and you're just like, ah!
That's me anyway.
Yeah.
I don't want to be here.
We probably don't got enough info to make any great decisions, like great theories on that yet, but I feel like they're not going to be on the complete same page.
Yeah, and like,
I feel like Aaron's more hardcore.
Levi and Zeke, what's going to happen with that, you know? It's very apparent.
I love the conversation between them. Like,
yeah.
He was just like, nice acting, and he's just like, well, the look in your eyes isn't any better.
They're, man, they're still going to duke it out. I'm just waiting for it. I know it's going to happen. Levi's not letting that shit go, dude. It's not.
It's crazy because you would think, happen. Like, if you were the, you know, if you were just a Titan in general, you would not even see them as a threat. Like, from their standpoint, like Galliard? Mm-hmm. He was like, you guys are humans. Like, why are you attacking me? Like, yeah. I could eat you or whatever. It's kind of, like, crazy to think that Zeke knows Levi ain't nothing to fuck with.
Oh, yeah. He has to... Whenever they do fight again, he's gonna have to... He can't just beast Titan and expect him to win. Like, he knows he will lose, so he needs to come up with a better plan whenever that happens. If it happens, which I'm assuming is close. I'm assuming we see that this season because I feel like in the trailer we see, like, Levi full of blood. And, like, I forget what the exact scene is, but I think he's full of blood and he's, like, fucking flying through a forest or some shit. So I expect to see that. And I expect that's... Might be the Zeke shit.
Maybe. Maybe not. But maybe probably.
Because maybe going off that thing where they're divided, maybe Aaron and Zeke kind of fuck off on their own plan to where Levi's just like, nah, man. I don't know. I'm spiraling. Let's go. Let's go back on track.
Back on track.
Back on track.
What's on the list?
Oh, you know what? I did want to bring up those soldiers that we did see.
The soldier?
Yelena.
The
soldier?
Yes, the soldier.
Do you know his name?
She says it, but it's
some with a P and it's long.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Piphilotitis.
Piphilotitis. Her and he.
Is he Greek?
I don't know what he is.
Sounds like a Greek name.
Whatever they are.
Yeah, so we know generally who they are, but we don't really know who they are or what they're about.
Yes. Rewatching the last episode, interesting line, did say Yelena was a devout Zeke follower.
Yeah.
And they were on the first ship to go over after Reiner and Zeke got home. They were on the first ship to go back out there and trying to, like, fight them, I guess, or, like, scout it.
Yeah.
Makes me think, were they working together since the beginning? You know, did Zeke recruit her right from the start along with whatever his name is? Poconoto? I'm going to keep saying names until one of them's right. Because I think in that same image, he was next to her, where Peak was trying to say, like, oh, she looked very familiar. I noticed her 3 years ago, because I think it was him next to her as well. So, yeah, they went over there on the same ship, though, and now all of a sudden they're teaming up with aliens, you know? Come on.
Yeah.
It's Zeke's plan again, right? It's been from the start.
Yeah, but she didn't seem very, like, when they were in the Zeppelin, like, she didn't seem so, like, I don't know, very stone-faced and, like, unapologetic?
Yeah.
Is that a word?
Yeah.
Am I saying that right?
Yeah.
Unapologetic.
Yeah.
That doesn't sound correct. Right to me right now.
That is correct.
But, yeah.
I guess the best way to put it would be, like, if you're at a party with a bunch of people that aren't your friends and you only know one person there, you know what I mean?
Yeah, very true. That's a good way to put it.
If that was the first ship, though, they've had time to
especially to everybody there is just like, yeah, we killed all these people.
But obviously they're against them too. They wouldn't be so much opposed to it, right? Like, Yelena is about it, if she is a devout follower of Zeke. I don't know. I just think, yeah. I don't know if we'll ever get backstory on them, but I feel like they were sent there definitely by Zeke.
Yeah.
Just don't know if they knew, like, did the Aldeans know that they were coming? And if so, yeah, I don't know. Did Aaron know before that? Yeah, there's just so much, dude. Aaron couldn't have known, right? Because that was like right after.
So
I don't know.
Someone had mentioned in the comments, and I don't know if it's true or not, but someone had said that Armin in his colossal form doesn't have ears because he doesn't want to hear let
me pick it myself.
I can't see Andrew. I'm talking to Andrew, dude. Like, you don't want to he didn't want to hear the screams. And I was like, did he have ears? And then I was like,
I don't remember the Colossal Titan ever having ears.
I think he does. I think they look very elfish. But I feel like I just don't remember.
Do you think, going along that line of, Armin being a successor to Bert, do you think that he's living up to the expectations of being the replacement for Erwin?
I feel like so, because especially when we see him in the Zeppelin in episode 8, he's like, this is the plan I've thought up. He's like, and all I've done is to try to live up to him.
Yeah.
And so, like, he's definitely feels that weight, and I think if he isn't there to the point to where he feels like he's doing what's right, I think he's at least there, like, carrying that weight along in the best way possible.
Yeah. I think the parallels between not only, Armin and Erwin, but Armin and Bert, it's like, I think that Armin is doing, he's very similar to Erwin in the sense that he's very, like, goal oriented and, like, laser focused, but I think that he's not the same as Erwin because, well, especially now, because he feels the same weight, the same emotional weight as Bert did when he was alive.
Well, because remember, we get the when after they give him the shot, he has that dream.
Yeah, with Bert crying.
And so, like, just like Aaron's dealing with, kind of everything that's going on with the previous holders for the Attack Titan, he's dealing with all of the memories that Bert had to deal with too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that the fact that Armin kind of wears his heart on his sleeve is the biggest thing that differentiates him from Erwin. Because Erwin, I'm not saying that he didn't wear his heart on his sleeve. I just feel like Erwin had seen so many people die that I think Armin just hasn't got to that point yet.
Erwin was willing to do whatever to reach
like Erwin,
sacrifice almost anything.
I feel like Armin is too. He's just, I feel like maybe he just hasn't seen as much as Erwin did.
Yeah, Erwin is way more seasoned.
Yeah.
Well, because I don't think Armin could send his whole troops going towards the Beast Titan. I feel like Armin cannot sacrifice that many people as Erwin did.
I feel like going with that though, like, you think about that, but I guess the best way to put it is, like, we never saw early Erwin in a similar position.
Yeah.
Because remember, Erwin, even in his last time, he's like, when I think of death, I have everybody here behind me, and we get that, like, every single and so that makes me think, like, they're not so different. You know what I mean? It's just a matter of Erwin being able to say, okay, I need to get past that for right now, so I can focus on our greater, like, end.
Yeah.
I don't know if Armin will ever have the chance to reach that state, because
well, I guess you pray that he never does.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Hopefully it doesn't have to last this long to where he really turns into, like, a Commander Erwin by the end of it.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Can you imagine what this infiltration would be like if Erwin was still around?
Dude, I can't even imagine.
That's a...
Shit would have been tight. Shit would have been so tight. But none of it could have happened without Erwin, so I guess we'll never know. But it would have been great.
Oh, dude, where does Connie go from here? Where does his character...
Connie. It's gonna be sad. That's for sure.
All right.
Wrap it up.
That's it.
Cool. I saw somebody say, like, he only cried out of one eye because that was, like, a symbol of half of himself
like,
dying.
It's really sad, man. It's really sad.
Like,
I don't know.
I think in some shows it's never necessarily the focus, because like I know, you know, other shows have talked about it, but like I never feel like Attack on Titan, besides our you know, our time with Historia and Ymir, that it's ever really focused on like romantic relationships.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's kind of hard sometimes to put a romantic spin on things.
Yeah.
But like there's, you know, definitely similarities with stuff and things like that. And I feel like maybe Connie and Sasha got along well with each other so much because they were both from small villages.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And maybe they found each other in that. You know what I mean?
Are you shipping Connie and...
I wouldn't ship them, but I just think their relationship is definitely more... I think a relationship can be more than friends without being romantic.
Yeah. No, I agree. I feel like they were definitely like a sibling bond.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, for sure.
Fuck it, I'll ship them. I don't know. Can't do it now, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what Connie does, man. I don't know if he's going to be I don't know if we get any more, like, Connie spotlight. Yeah, like, for the rest of the season. Like, the season just feels like there's so much to go still. Like, so it is hard to focus on every single character. I hope he doesn't die, though. Connie's one of the last, like...
Is he gonna be one of those people who crumbles, or is he gonna, like, let this drive him?
Ooh, yeah.
Where does Connie go? Where does Gabby go? Where does Zeke go? Where does Levi go? Where does Aaron go? Where does anybody go from here on out?
We're all going to paradise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We are at the halfway mark, like Andrew
That's
said,
it.
so it's a big turning point in the story. I feel like what's gonna happen, who knows? If you have to pick a favorite now, Sasha's dead, man. Who is it? Oh man. Who's climbing up every week that we watch it?
I don't want to say, because every time I pick a favorite, they die. Erwin was my favorite.
Aaron was a legend.
Sasha, I don't know. What about you guys? Who's your favorites?
Going with John, and I want to know
Oh,
more
yours
about...
is Zeke.
Oh, yeah.
I want to know
Okay.
more about Zeke.
Strong
I'm
Zeke.
very intrigued by Zeke. Those two right now are... I really do like Zeke's like snarky fucking attitude that he always has. It's so good. And I know there's more than like what we're even seeing right now, and I hope we get more backstory on him. I'm sure we will.
Yeah.
Those two right now. But Jean is like really taken like such a good like approach the last few episodes. I really like him.
Yeah, I think Zeke will always be my favorite. But I feel like in the last few like episodes, especially for this season, like Reiner's moved up a lot.
Oh man.
Yeah.
And just our conversation right now, I think like Armin is definitely up there too.
Damn.
Yeah, I feel like, I don't know. Obviously, like Levi and Mikasa and, you know, the Ackermans are like up there. But it's like, aside from the obvious, I guess, my favorite. Dude, I don't know.
It's a hard pick.
I don't know. I feel like I'm just here now. I'm just existing because my favorites are dead.
Yeah. Remember, like, yeah. Reiner and Falco, those are, like...
Ooh. Okay.
Oh,
Those are
Falco
good.
too,
Okay.
yeah.
Falco's
Falco.
been great, dude.
I
this
think
season.
Falco
Falco's been so
might be
good.
my favorite from this season.
That kid is
From
like...
here on out. He gets it, man.
Dude, he does. He really does.
For such a young kid, like, he gets both sides. And, like, kids usually don't.
Oh.
Kids just usually just don't.
Yeah.
I hope he
They
don't
see
die,
their
man.
side and their side only. Like Gabby.
Yeah.
Because she's a kid. But Falco gets it. He's just one of those. He's a sensitive boy.
Sensei boys.
Sensei boy.
I feel like I think we mentioned it earlier too. Like, I just feel like Reiner has just trained such a good mentor with Falco. Like,
Oh, man.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Could not pick a
Yeah.
better mentor for him.
Man. Hope they meet up again, dude. I hope Reiner and Falco get some more talks, dude. But
Yeah.
I feel like that time might be way past us. All right, I think we're gonna wrap it up there. I guess we didn't have I felt like we didn't have no crazy theories, but we definitely...
It's just unpacking.
Yeah, it's unpacking. And like we're at the halfway mark. I'm sure the next 4 episodes we're gonna have more to talk about
Oh yeah.
again.
Oh, for sure.
And then the finale is just gonna be like a 3-hour Attack on Titan where we're just crying and spiraling. So give us a thumbs up, man. If you're on the YouTubes checking this out, comment down below. Check out that description for our Spotify links. Go follow that. we'll have another podcast type thing next week. Not just a Talk on Titan. It'll be something a little different.
We will still have these Attack on Titans, though.
Yeah.
But like we said, four episodes.
Yeah, 4-episode chunks unless we have a major meeting. Yeah, but check out those links. We'll be back with another one. Different kind of podcast. It'll be fun.
Less emotionally draining.
Less emotionally draining, yeah.
Who knows, though?
Oh,
who knows?
Who knows what we'll
Some
do.
childhood trauma might get brought up. I don't know.
Gosh. Who knows? Either way, thanks if you stood through this whole thing. We appreciate you guys. We appreciate our Patreon, our YouTubes, our Spotify followers,
Our
all of
Instagram
you guys,
followers.
our
Yeah.
Instagram followers. You guys
All
are
of you.
amazing.
Group hug.
Group hug.
Bring it in.
Till next time in the Void Anime.
Mustache.
Joey Bra.
Ash.
Peace. Wrap it up, boys.